Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome here if you're new. I'm Nina, I'm a wildlife filmmaker and I'm currently in Botswana on my very first safari. I'm here at Wilderness Qorokwe, a beautiful camp tucked inside one of the most wildlife-rich areas of the Okavango Delta. Out here, you never know exactly what you're going to see when you head into the bush, but you do know it's going to be something special. Like this cheetah we spotted at the end of our first game drive. We watched her stalk an impala as the light faded, but she never made a move. Cheetahs will often abandon hunts at dusk, knowing their kills might be stolen by hyenas overnight. This kind of uncertainty makes every drive feel different. And that's just one chapter in the story of my very first safari. That was wild. So this is our view every single morning from breakfast. Last night we heard lions like literally right below us. Like they must have been right around our tent. They were so loud. It sounded like they were chasing an elephant or something. When we were walking to breakfast today, there were actual lion tracks like right by our tent. So they're definitely around, and this morning we're gonna find them. I'm gonna find some lions. Just got the call that there are a pack of wild dogs close by, and right in front of us there's a hyena chasing the dogs, hopefully leading us to them. This is a crazy morning so far. So this is crazy. There are hyenas in front of us, pack of wild dogs, and then behind me, 2 lions. And the sun is just magically rising in front of us. Like, this is so insane. Our guide told us this pack often passes right by camp at sunrise. But I still like to think that we got lucky. This morning, they're on the hunt, only stopping every now and then for a quick sniff before getting back on the move. I came to Botswana really hoping to see wild dogs, but sightings are never guaranteed. There are only around 6,000 of them left in the wild, and they cover huge territories. So getting to spend a full morning with this pack feels incredibly special. So the dogs are all around us, and they've stopped for a moment to wait for the rest of the pack. And new members keep showing up. They greet them so enthusiastically. You can see they're right beside the vehicle right now, taking a rest. Hello. Wild dogs can be pretty mischievous. At first, I thought they might be trying to hunt these zebras, but our guide John told us they often just like to mess with them a little. And clearly, these zebras can hold their own. The time has come. We have spotted the lions in our little frenzy this morning chasing the wild dogs. We were like, oh, lions, bye. But now we're back to them and seeing lions for the very first time. Oh my God, oh my God. There's a big female up on the mound right here, and she's just looking over. Every now and then it looks like she's looking at us, but she's looking past us for some potential prey. I think this is probably the most epic morning of my life so far.
Oh, it's a pretty one.
That was incredible, right? And it is only day 2. Now it's time for a quick tour of the room and a little bit of camp before we head out on this afternoon's game drive. And let's start right here on the patio. We are staying in Qorokwe's family unit, and by we, I mean my brother Daniel. He came along on this trip with me as my camera assistant. This is the main living area. There is a coffee and tea station right here, along with a mini fridge that they keep stocked with cold water. The family unit has 2 bedrooms. So there's one spare bedroom or kid's bedroom, which Daniel is staying in. We'll go into the master next, which has been my bedroom. This bedroom is so pretty. Like this giant bed with the canopy above. How beautiful is this bathroom? Double sinks, beautiful rain shower with a view, and of course a toilet behind here, but you know, a toilet's a toilet. It is time to go out for our afternoon game drive, but before that we're gonna head into the lodge and have some high tea. Okay, wow, it is bright out here. So there's this boardwalk that takes us to the main part of camp, and whenever it's dark, we have to get an escort to and from the main area because the animals roam freely through camp quite often. But during the day, you can walk through this boardwalk whenever you want. This is the main camp area, the reception when you walk in. This is where we meet every afternoon for our game drives. And right now it is high tea. So that is like a snack before the afternoon game drive. There are literally zebras right here in front of camp, and they're almost always here because there is a big watering hole right out front. We've made it back to our lions in the same place we left them this morning. They're all still just snoozing. It's time for them to wake up now. Everybody is stirring and yawning, cleaning their paws. Lots of yawning. Now the lions are on the move. Maybe they've spotted something, so we are on the move too. We're gonna follow them and see what we can see with the last light of the day. So we found what the lions started to move for. There's a massive herd of buffalo right in front of us in the distance. Well, actually, it's not in the distance. It's really close. The chase is on with the buffalo right now, but we are stuck in this deep sand. I got special permission to get out of the vehicle so I could get a shot of. We are stuck. It's all part of the adventure. It's just the worst timing. Here comes our savior, someone to help us get out. Update, we abandoned ship and are on another safari vehicle now. And we're in the dust cloud that the buffalo made. But it's so dark, like you can't really see anything, and I don't hear anything anymore. Second update, We're now back at camp. We had to abandon John in the bush. We were rescued by another guide and some other guests. And yeah, so now we're just back at having some dinner. And I really hope that John makes it back safe. Because I feel bad eating such delicious food without him. But the food is really, really good here. So those lions last night that were stalking the buffalo made a kill overnight while we were sleeping. We're just getting here for the end of it. Looks like they're just kind of cleaning up whatever is left. But it's great to see them be so successful on the hunt with all of those cubs that they have to feed. Everything else is waiting for their turn now as well as the sun's rising. Jackals have been circling and there's a few hyenas calling, getting impatient for their breakfast. That was wild, the sounds they make. Oh my god.
After the lions had had their fill, the hyenas moved back in to finish off what was left. This marked our last sighting here before heading up north for the second half of this trip. Today we fly to our next camp, so now feels like a good moment to explain how a safari with wilderness works. I've partnered with them on this itinerary and built it around the specific wildlife I was most excited to see. I chose where I wanted to go and how long I wanted to stay, and they handled all of the logistics. You can do the same in any of the countries where they have camps and really customize the experience you're hoping for. And if you're curious to see mine, I have linked my full itinerary in the description below.
We have made it to the beautiful Savuti camp here in northern Botswana along the Savuti Channel. This channel periodically floods, but right now it is completely dry except for one small watering hole in front of camp here, which has been attracting all sorts of animals. Like yesterday, I hadn't even been here for 2 hours yet, and I'd already seen a giraffe just like passing through, as well as a family of elephants. They were just leaving the watering hole, and one of the babies walked up to one of the other guest tents and was like looking inside. The babies are so cute, they're really curious and they'll get really close to you. On top of that, on our first game drive last night, we saw something that was absolutely insane. We did a little bit of off-roading in the Land Cruiser and came upon a pride of lions that were feasting on a dead elephant. The smell was horrendous, and our guide said that the elephant had probably been dead for about 4 days. But it was a really cool sighting. Like, there were probably between 18 and 25 lions around, including a couple of juvenile males. We didn't stick around for too long because, like I said, the smell was pretty disgusting. On our way out of the area, we spotted our very first male lion. He was really lazy after his big meal, so we just grabbed a couple shots and then left him to rest. Then, as if all of that wasn't epic enough, on this morning's game drive, we saw a leopard. Let's check it out. She's up in the tree behind me.
This young female leopard is perched directly across from what's known as a sausage tree. At this time of year, it's covered in deep red flowers. A yummy snack for the impala, and this leopard knows it. She's just waiting for one of them to take the bait. so she can pounce from above. But this morning, nothing came quite close enough for her to make a move. It's been such an incredible first 24 hours here at Savuti, and now I'd like to give you a tour of our accommodations because this camp is absolutely stunning. What I'm showing you now is the master bedroom of the family unit. So I have my bedroom here, and then next door, connected by a little hallway, is Dan's room. This room has a couch and like a lounge area, and there's a little desk so you can get some stuff done while looking at a beautiful view. Massive shower. Got double sinks, huge mirror, a pretty big closet area, obviously your private toilet. This just feels very luxurious and princessy. Let's go check out the main camp. So here we go. This is the main camp area. There's a gorgeous fire pit. They have it lit at sunrise and sunset. Something I've been using every single day is the pool. Okay, it is time to get ready for this afternoon's game drive. I'm gonna go back to the room and we'll see you on the drive. Let's go. So we're going out again this afternoon and gonna go find our friend, Lady Leopard. See if she's made a kill. Fingers crossed for that. We're gonna go find her. So she's not in the tree anymore, but we're gonna check out if we can find tracks and see where our friend went. We found her. She's laying down in the shade over here. Probably waiting for an impala to pass through. She's gone on the other side of the bushes now. She's getting really close to those impalas. We'll wait to see what happens. She's up in this mound right now. She just switched positions, but she was in the most photogenic spot possible. She's gone up on that termite mound to get a little bit of elevation so she can see her prey better. And making a great photo all in one, so I'm happy. She didn't hunt anything, but she certainly put on quite the show for us. We're gonna leave her alone for the night, let her do her thing. Maybe she'll do some hunting. Maybe we'll see her in the morning. Each morning here at Savuti Camp starts out by the fire and a beautiful view overlooking the channel. I am still beaming from yesterday's encounter with that leopard. The fact that we tracked her all day, we saw her in the morning in a tree and then went back and found her around sunset while she was stalking prey, and then got up on that termite mound and became like the savannah's top model. It was just an incredible experience, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life. The sun is rising very fast now, and it's time to go out for our sunrise game drive. So I've just had a really light breakfast in the main breakfast tent of yogurt and some coffee. We're gonna go out and see if we can find our lady leopard today.
Fingers crossed we can see her maybe with a kill. Maybe she's dragged it up a tree. Who knows? I feel like we'd be pretty lucky to see that at this point. But so far, things have been going our way. Let's get out there.
Sunrise game drives are my favorite. The air is still a little bit chilly, and the soft light makes the whole savannah glow. We didn't get lucky for a third time with our leopard, but there's always so much to see out here. Next, we came across a few mama lions and their adorable cubs. Their little faces were all dirty, most likely bloody, which meant they'd recently fed.
We found a giant herd of elephants all down by a watering hole. They just kept showing up one after another, and they look so excited when they come to the water. Some of them do like little happy dances. It's really cute. There are so many of them. What do we count, like 20? 20 elephants. I think this is the most that we've seen in one place so far.
Yeah, definitely.
We made it back to our room to discover a patio picnic brunch, I think they called it. And I realized that I haven't shown much of the food yet, and that some of you are probably very interested in the food here. So far, it has been amazing. They switch it up a lot. Morning I've showed you, it's usually just like yogurts and you can get eggs and stuff like that. Dinner is always fantastic. Family style here, which is very cool. I like that a lot. But this one is set up on our patio for us, so we can just eat whenever we feel like it, and there's lots of choices. Let me show you. We have a salad, and I believe this is miso chicken in here. And we got some herbed bread, a garden salad, coleslaw, and like some sort of quinoa salad. And for dessert, we have fruit. So healthy. Every day there's something really special and new. So you get used to the routine, but then there's something that they switch up that just has you amazed. This is the time where I would normally take a little siesta. Almost every afternoon I've been heading to the pool to cool down before I take my nap. So I'm gonna go do that right now. So I was just taking a dip in the pool and a giant herd of elephants showed up. I don't think that safari can get any better. Having a dip in the pool to cool off, and the elephants decide to join you in their own cooling pool. Tonight is our final night here. We still have one more drive tonight, and I'm sure we'll see something epic like we have every single day. It's just been incredible here. We have made it to our final morning here in Botswana. Last night we were mostly spotting giraffe and impala, and one giraffe that really stood out was this one here, who had a little bird that was cleaning his face for parasites and bugs, even getting into the eyelashes sometimes, so that was pretty cool to see. For the most part, when we've been seeing giraffes, they're very skittish and they run away from us. But this one stood tall right in front of the vehicle and just stared at us, posing for photos and video. The rest of the game drive, we didn't see a whole lot of other big game. It was really, really hot yesterday, probably the hottest day that I felt here so far. And you could definitely tell that the animals were just snoozing. Today we pack up and head to Zambia, which I am very excited about. And I'm gonna put Zambia in a second video because we have seen so much already and I don't want this one to go too long. When that one is ready, I will link it here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give
give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and maybe drop a comment down below. Those little things make a big difference for the growth of my channel here on YouTube, so I will appreciate any little boost that you can give me. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.